Hello everyone, it's Cobra, and welcome to another episode in my effed up series. So we're calling it effed up. The genres are home invasion and torture. I believe that sexual violence against women should also be there, as it is implicitly not only implied but explicitly shown, and in such a brutal way that it is impossible to ignore. So, teenage delinquency was between the 50s and early 80s, I'd say, a massive social construct that was endorsed by the ideas of society settling into a more calming environment post 40s, right? So, what you had at the time was a historical shift in the way that people's attitudes were towards sort of certain things. So, what you had was teen delinquency and the fear of privilege, being that these teens would cause harm and enact vengeance upon a world that they deemed unfair, or perhaps they were just sociopathic. Now, the film's primary theme is a theme of redemption, and how far can one go before they are redeemed, or is redemption in such circumstances even possible? The score of the film is amazing. I can't look at the nine the same way again. A piece of theatrical wonder meant to express the good of the human heart is subverted into an instrument of suffering and torture. And it's fantastic. This movie, while a struggle to watch, especially during its tense first 30 minutes, it's one of the best pieces of cinema that I think that one could watch, especially in the gratitude of redemption. Something that we, as modern audiences, possibly take for granted is the exploration of these themes. Something which was not deeply presented as canalistically in this era of societal oppression. Now, I would argue that this movie is one of the most important in cinematic history in terms of actual revolutionary stakes of raising things, at least in British and American culture. So any cinephile should watch it. The nihilistic approach towards society the movie is dead set on portraying is both fundamentally amazing and terrifying. So it's important that we contrast them two. But if you're willing to address the deeper themes of the film and not just see it as some kind of sick fuck film, which, I mean, it really is. I mean, this film is notorious. It was banned in England. It's one of the only films that was ever banned in this country. And there are reasons for that. But, I mean, now it's not. I mean, I have it on DVD. It's not banned. But it was, and there were good reasons for that. Although I don't believe in censorship. Hence why I'm doing this series, to raise awareness on things that have been censored and or banned. So, yeah. It also has one of the greatest performances ever. Michael McDowell's Alex was probably the strongest part of the film, easily. In the actual torture that he goes through, especially during the scenes with the Ludovico treatment, were they were barbaric and brutal and harsh. Do I believe in redemption? Yes. However, it's difficult for me to justify these circumstances. And so I don't personally believe that Alex earned the right redemption. I don't believe that the trauma that he went through justifies the trauma that he put others through. Nor do I endorse either of those behaviours. However, I will say that I did get some kind of disturbing satisfaction from watching Alex get his comeuppance. And I feel like that is something that some people are going to have a hard time saying out loud. But it's something that I just wanted to clarify, that I don't care. I was glad when he got fucking tortured, because what he put people through is not justification for an eye for an eye in some people's eye, but in my eyes, I feel like the actual violence of which he inflicted on people were not as bad as what happened to him. So I think that he deserves to suffer a bit. I've also read the book of this, and the book goes into slightly more detail on certain things and less detail on others. So I'd recommend that you read the book and watch the film. Although this is one of those rare examples where I can say that I genuinely thought that the film was better than the book. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. I definitely say this film is, and any film in a series really is, not for everyone. There are certainly some things that can be difficult to get through, which is the point, and I feel like it's important for people to see these films, but you have to be in the right mental state to watch them. I don't think you could otherwise. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my video. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.